And now, from Norwich, it's Reach OnAir.
Well, that was an unfortunate surname in the news there, that lady. Joe Belch. Yeah. I bet she got that ripped out of school, didn't she? Morning. Well, I don't know what happened to Chris this morning. I ain't got a clue. I listened about 9 o'clock, and I think he had a problem with his levels this morning, so I think he did the wise thing. Just abandon ship sometimes. Sometimes it's the best thing to do, just abandon ship. Just disconnect and try again another day. I don't know what happened. He couldn't hear himself, could he? The music beds were on, and we could hardly hear him. So apparently he could hear the music, but not himself. So, I don't understand what was going on there. He'll figure it out. He's a lot better technical man than I am.
I'm wrapping up this letter that I wrote you. Maybe it's the only way to go through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. Intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. You build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it'd be down. You don't deserve me, but you won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time.
I love that. You know, if I had a single of the week jingle, that would be my single of the week.
Ross's single of the week.
Oh, I have got a jingle for that. I've got a jingle for everything I have. That's my new favourite song, that is. It's Calvin Harris, who, you know, is actually Scottish, and he used to sing on his own songs, and he doesn't no more. Then I met you in the summer. Can you remember that? That was him. He used to sing his own songs, but he don't do it no more, does he? I think I should be a producer and sing my own songs. I've always wanted to make my own music. That's always been one of my hobbies that I'd like to do. I'd love to make music like this, and make my own music beds and stuff. I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm one of them people. I'm very lazy. I can't be bothered to learn anything. That's pretty much what I was like at school as well. I was a child that just looked out the window into the sports field, just thinking, when can I get out of this dump and get a job and get some money and go on holiday and buy a motorbike? And that's what I did. No, not a motorbike, a scooter. Anyone else like me? Did you just look out of the window? I've even got some of my school reports in the drawer. Ross seems to enjoy English, but spends most of his time looking out of the window. That was my school report. We read out my school report last year. Remember that? My mum found it up. She went, "You might as well have this." She went, "'Cause it's not worth framing." Thanks, Mum. Love you too. Anyway, how are you this morning? My name is Ross. I'm here till 11 o'clock today. This is reachonair.com if you're a brand new listener. If you're a regular listener, you know the score. Not really much happens. We just wing it and see what happens. Oh, can I just say, right at the start of the show today, that the day is definitely Thursday. I've double checked it, alright? Every time I'm on, I always say the wrong day. Apparently yesterday, Flash said I kept saying Thursday, and it's Wednesday, and he looked at his phone, he was like, "That's blooming Wednesday." I'd be rubbish, wouldn't I? I'm the only person who turned up at the airport once, a day early. Yeah, I'm not joking. Me and my mate Matty boy, we booked a last minute holiday on the Friday. On the Monday, we were all excited. He came round to mine about 9:30 in the morning with the suitcases, ready to go to Norwich Airport for about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, Mum went, "Are you sure you're not going tomorrow?" She went, "I'm sure you said you're going Tuesday." I went, "No, I go Monday." She went, "Just let me have a look at the thing." Luckily, that was all, paperwork then, not on apps and stuff like it is now. She went, "You're going tomorrow, you absolute idiot." And Matt went, "You're joking." I went, "Oh well, we're going tomorrow then." That's all right. I said, "That's all right, we can go to the pub." I went, "Leave your suitcase there, we'll go to the pub." And we went to the pub. We put the suitcases in the car and went to the pub. We had an extra day's boozing. Luckily, it was a day late and not a day early. That could have been a completely different story, couldn't it? Yeah. So there you go. Don't ever book a holiday with me, because it'll either be a day early or a day late. Has anyone never missed a holiday before? Let us know on the instant messenger. Roy's down this morning. He says, "Morning, Ross. Poor Chris, I'm off now. We'll listen from the car. Paul and Lou can Name That Tune later." No, there's only one person who'll win that.
It starts here. It starts now.
Even if you don't message him, we know you would have got it right. Even if you're not listening, we know you would get it right anyway, because you've got supernatural powers. You know all the music. Flash says, "Morning, Ross. Do we get 2 hours of Ross to make up for no Chris?" Definitely not. No. I would have, but it was too late to book 2 hours. I was very tempted because it actually looked like it's going to rain outside today. So I was actually going to do a 2 or 3 hour show today, but problem is once it gets past 9 o'clock and you cancel the show, you can't add on extra time. You have to do it before an hour before the show, which I never understand that. Be a shame. It would be good if you could do it at like 30 minutes up to the thing, but never mind. That's how it goes, I suppose. That's the system, isn't it? The system books it all in somehow. No, just a 1 hour. I might do a 2 or 3 hour show, but I'll do it on a day like today when it's not so hot, because it gets really hot in this conservatory. Right, we're going to go dancey today for a couple of songs. This is a brand new one from Confidence Man. I like this.
How can I control it?
Ross Patzelt.
This is Reach On Air.
I love this. This is brand new from Confidence Man. It's called Control. It's the Paige Tomlinson remix. What a banger. We're pretending it's Friday, even though it's Thursday, but I've got to double check. It's definitely Thursday today, isn't it? It's definitely. I'm going to get like a digital display in front of me, like a digital clock. I said clock. That tells you the time and the day. That automatically changes, I think, so that we don't muck up. Because I keep saying the wrong day, don't I? Imagine me being a weatherman. I'll be getting all the days wrong, getting all the weather wrong. I'll be like, yeah, it's going to snow on Monday. Everyone be emailing, snowing? We're in May? Just a complete tool. Derek's been on. He says, good morning, Ross. I hope you are well. It's a nice sunny day here in Ireland. I think Chris had a technical issue 1 minute. He was there talking, and the next he was gone and the playlist cut in. Yeah, I noticed that. As soon as I started, I was dipping in and out because I was making some breakfast, and I heard him at the start. He had a few problems, and then the next time I quickly logged on, he was playing, the Reach was playing Royal Blood, and I was like, yeah, Chris definitely does not play Royal Blood. And I was like, yeah, he's abandoned ship. Yeah, he had problems, Derek. Apparently he could hear the music, but he couldn't hear himself, and that was very off-putting, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm quite technical, but I ain't got a clue. I don't know how Chris does his setup, you see. Everyone's got different ways, haven't they? I know he's had problems with that mixer before, so I'm pretty sure he'll probably just put a hammer to it and buy another one. Maybe he decided to head back home from Lincolnshire early today, mid-show. No, there's nothing to do with that. He had technicals, and I think he was just, I think he probably just turned it off and just come back on. Yeah, that's the problem in having two different setups. You've got to have everything completely identical, haven't you? Never mind. He'll be back soon. Roy says, good job you're not on a 3-hour show because you'll be getting fed. I know. Yeah, that'd be lovely, but there was no... Well, I left it too late. I left it way too late. I've had breakfast anyway today, Roy. I had granary bread. I used the rest of the granary bread up with jam. I've decided that jam is now my favourite new topping on toast. Can you just... I only get like the 40p jar of jam. That's absolutely lovely. That's just lovely. I had loads of it, you know. Loads of it. It looks more like a plate of jelly than a little slump bit of jam. But yeah, when I like jam, normal strawberry jam. It's the best thing ever. I hated that when I was younger, and I love it now. Is there anything you hated when you were younger but love it now? Let us know on the instant messenger. Right, I think we'll go back to the 90s now.
Attention.
Here we go.
A family of DJs, a global community. We're always here with you. This is Reach On Air.
Who fancies a bit of Sleeper? I used to she was one of my teenage crushes, along with Natalie Imbruglia. Louise Weiner on the vocals of Sale of the Century from Norwich. There you go. Can you remember that Sleeper had that song In Betweener? And it had Dale Winton in the music video. It was so random. They were in a supermarket, weren't they? That is Sleeper and Sale of the Century. Right here on Reach On Air. The worst song ever! And I warn them, this could possibly be one of the worst songs ever. Alright, I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. This could be one of the worst.
disgusting.
No, the one by the river. Or at the Italian. Or by the coffee shop. The barbers and the high streets. Not the care. Scratchwood. What about at the back of the Golden Egg? The Conrad? Thank you.
I wanna one-to-one.
Please don't speak out loud.
I wanna one-to-one with you.
The number you require.
I wanna one-to-one. I wanna one-to-one.
For menu.
Look, I need to make a phone call. Hello?
Press 2 for menu 1.
Look, I'm trying to make a phone call.
Press 3 for menu.
I need to make this call.
Disgusting.
Hello?
I wanna one-to-one with
I am
you.
not shouting.
I
check. Yes, no, I've already spoken to someone about this, so there's absolutely no problem. But you've got to put me through. Look, I need to make a call now. It's very important. Look, you've just got to put me through. I've been a customer on this service for over a year, and you've just got to put me through. Look, I don't care about that. Go and check your files in your own time. I'm sorry, I just haven't got time for this. No, this phone is my business. If this phone gets cut off, I starve. Well, not actually starve, obviously, no. No, I'm sorry I raised my voice there.
Jesus Christ.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
The worst song ever.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting. Oh, that is the first time on a worst song ever that I've nearly cut it off halfway through. That was actually irritating my ears. That was actually a song. It got to number 62 in 1999. That is the solid gold chart busters. I would hardly call it solid or gold or a chart buster. I would call that an absolute piece of crap. It's called I Want a One-to-One With You. It was, Wikipedia has taken the time to actually somehow find information about this. It was Guy Pratt, who is from, let me get this right, hold on, let me get this right, the right way around, right? Guy Pratt was in Pink Floyd, right? And then Jimmy Corti, who was one half of the KLF, who also had that Doctor in the TARDIS song, which actually was quite good. And they wanted to make a novelty song together, so they did that, and it's dreadful, isn't it? Isn't that dreadful? There was that somebody answered the phone. I mean, that one was irritating enough, wasn't it? That was bloomin' somebody answer the phone. Wasn't that Armin van Buuren, who ended up going on to make loads of really good songs? I don't know. Somebody answer the phone. Who's that? Somebody answer the phone. No, Mario Pugh. What am I on about? Mario Pugh, the Italian DJ. Mario Pugh, made great songs, but he made that awful song with that bloomin' phone. Anyway, that was today's worst song ever, the Solid Gold Chartbusters. I'm now going to get that CD and stamp on it and chuck it in the bin. Flash says my stream collapsed for the first 20 minutes. What award-winning radio have I missed so far? Oh my God, Flash. So much. I can't believe you missed the first 20 minutes, you absolute tool. We had Kylie on the phone. We gave away £4,000 to a lucky caller. And we had the brand new song, Never Heard Anywhere by Oasis. We had the first play. You absolute idiot. You missed all that. God's sake. We're also giving away 10 years free membership to VIP Reach On Air. which gets you exclusive access to every single slot and whatever song you ever wanted in the whole wide world. And you missed all that. Oh, and you could have won a bunch of grapes as well. And you missed all that. Flash says about your school reports looking out of the window. It sounds like my school reports. Yeah, we must have gone to the same class then. Yeah, we must have gone to the same class. Anyway. Right, Snoop D-O-double-G, he's smoking over there. No, Snoop, you're not allowed to smoke in there, mate. Right, you have to get out, no smoking sign.
You're listening to the Ross Patzelt Show on Reach On Air.
None of that wacky backy. There he comes, Grandad Snoop. Double, less fingers crossed. This is definitely the radio edit. Fingers crossed, it should be. I've double checked.
The depths of the sea, back to the block. Snoop Doggy Dogg funky as the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane. Follow me, but you bet not slip. Cause 9 tris ain't the years there for me to blizz out my grip. So I ain't holding nothing back. And once again I got 5 on the 20 sack. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, cause I never hesitate to put a food on his back.
Yeah, so keep out the manuscript. You see that it's a must, we drop gangsta.
Hold up, what's my name? Yeah. It's the bound to the wild, creeping and crawling, Yiggy yes yolin', Snoop Doggy Dogg in the house with the pound like every day, and I'm right back up in you with Dr. Dre, and like I said, none of y'all can get with this, and none of y'all can get with that hit I just dropped, cause you know it don't stop, Mr. 187 on the undercover cop, tick-tock, never the clock, just some nuts in the cop, rob you for your ears, then I kill you blood clots, and I step through the fog, and I creep through the small, cause I'm Snoop Doggy, Doggy, Doggy. Just throw your hands way up in the air and wave them all around like you just don't care. Yeah, roll up the dank and pour the drink and watch your stank. Why? Cause doggy's on the gang. My bankrolls on swole. I'm still on hit legit, now I'm on parole. Scroll with the dog pound right behind me and rolling with my. That's where you might find me flinging that G thing. She want the G with the biggest sack. And who's that? He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim.
What's your name,
Old Snoopy Dog. Flash says you're asking yesterday who would win the ratings war for radio. Heart is now the UK's #1 radio station. What a load of rubbish. No, I don't mind Heart. I don't mind Heart as long as you don't mind the same 50 songs all day. But I like Heart Breakfast with Jamie and Amanda. It's all right. I prefer Capital, really, or Greg James. Or Chris Moyles. But yeah, number 4, I'd say probably Greg James, #1. Number 2, Chris Moyles. Number 3, Capital with Jordan North. Number 4, Heart Breakfast. I listen to all of them. Chris, do you know what? Can I just, but before we do name that tune, I tried the other day, right? I listened to all different radio. I listened back to the Reach On Air things, the Reach On Air replay shows. I listen to all the different sort of breakfast shows. I listen to Johnny Vaughan on Radio X. I dip in now and again to a little bit of Six Music. Nick Grimshaw is quite good on Six Music, but he's not as lively as he was on Radio 1. He's like really mellowed down a bit, and I find the music's a little bit too out there on Six Music for me. It's a little bit dull, you know. I like more upbeat stuff. That's why I like Radio 1 Dance. I like that. It's a good station. We'll have a look at the ratings, because some of the ratings have come out for the Radio Geeks Ahoy. We'll have a look at them in just a bit, because I did notice that come up on Radio Today, on the newsletter thing today. So we'll have a look at that. Rather than me trying to read it all out in one go, we'll have a little look at that in just a bit. I don't know, was Reach On Air featured on there? Flash? Was there any mention of Reach On Air with Chris Reardon? I don't really... Chris wouldn't say... Chris is listening to this car now, I reckon. Chris wouldn't say his show is a breakfast show, would he? No. It's a... It's nothing... I wouldn't want to be classed as a breakfast show. Who wants to listen to a breakfast show at 10 o'clock? No. We'll have a little look down there in just a bit. But we've got more important things to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune.
Right, well, Roy's in his car, so I don't know if he'll be able to message in. Chris is in his car, so he won't be able to message in. Unless he's got one of them fancy things where you can talk to the phone. So this might actually give someone else a chance to get Name That Tune today. So, right, everyone, this is your chance, right? Roy cannot message in. So this is your one time to actually get it right this morning. So on the instant messenger, alright, I'm going to play you a clip of a song. Let us know on the instant messenger only, because then we can do the timings. This is your one chance to actually get Name That Tune. Who is this? Who is that? It's the start of a song today. I'm making it a little tiny bit easier for you. Anyone know who that is? I would struggle with that one if I didn't know who it was. If anyone knows who that is, let us know. Have we got like an instant message? I had a contact jingle. I can't be bothered to find out anyway.
Inside yourself so long, sometimes it gets so dark it almost falls into the night. But he can feel the emptiness, feel the love and tenderness let go. Give it all to him, shining in the ecstasy, 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 shining in the
When is he on though?
In the morning.
Oh yeah.
Reach on air.
That was Salado, not Salad. Salado and Ellie Brown and Ecstasy. Delia's loving that one this morning. Delia's always tuned in. Yes, Chris has got a voice-to-text machine, so I asked him if he can send me a really rude word on there, see if it recognises the voice recognition on a very rude word. So where was the... oh no, Flash, I can't find the Radio Today. Hold on. Radio Today, let's find out the who has won the Battle of the Radio Wars or whatever. Commercial. Oh god. LBC News grew its hours by 87%. Capital Extra. Capital Extra has enjoyed a strong quarter with a 12% rise in reach up to... Oh, no, I can't bother to read this. That's a long thing to read. A summary of radio news. Kiss is up 38% of the listeners, apparently, it says there. Radio X Chilled is up 22%. Smooth Chill is up 17%. That's because of me, because I keep mentioning Smooth Chill. Greatest Hits Radio. Norfolk has rose 27% in reach and 44% in hours. I don't understand all this. Kiss Dance saw dramatic losses. 70 reach fallen to 74%. And total hours down to 72. I don't understand how this works. I don't understand how it works. Radio 2 is still the UK's most listened to station, but they lost 539,000 listeners, and they now listen to me and Chris, and 9.3 million hours. Radio 1 fell by 144,000 listeners. Oh dear. That's because people are listening to their own music, aren't they? Did I think Flash said that Heart Breakfast is now the most popular breakfast show, didn't he? So there you go. Well done, Aranda and Jamie. That's because she's on the Plumman Britain's Got Talent in it. I think, unofficial news, I think this show is up a massive 100%. We've gone from, this is official news, we have gone, I don't know, have we got a news jingle? I've got several news jingles. I don't news just in. Have we got like a really extended... This bit. News just in. We can confirm that Ross Patzelt, the Reach on Air Ross Patzelt show, has doubled its listeners. Right, in massive radio news, from 2 listeners to 4 listeners. Yes. And Chris Reardon's show has gone up. No, sorry, it's gone down 100%. He had 4 listeners and now he's got 2 listeners. So there you go. That is the official radio news. But first, we have more important things to do. Like, what the hell is this? Name that tune. There you go. Who is that? Does anyone know who that is? In my news report there was really informative and so well put together, wasn't it? It was like listening to Newsbeat on Radio 1, wasn't it? But with a work experience person. Flash says they have been very cheeky. Heart is number 1 radio brand, taken over Radio 2, but they have taken over all their stations. I have no idea what you're on about. They have been radio. Heart is number 1 radio brand, taken over Radio 2, but they have taken over all their stations. I have no idea what you're on about there, but yes, you're completely right. Right, let's do Name That Tune. Right, I'm going to give you a little bit longer for this. This will give it away now.
It's too hard to sleep.
Anyone know who that is? We're going to put the clock on you now. Well, I think we have. See, Roy's not there. Roy's name has not popped up this morning. Roy is in his car. He likes driving in his car. Right. I think that's enough time. I think that's enough time. Do you want one more clip?
It's too hard to sleep.
Anyone know who that was? Well, it is a landslide win as the only person who has got it right or can be bothered to message in is the one and only is it going to be Derek or will it be Flash or will it be probably no one else because I don't think no one else is listening. It is I can't believe it. Someone else has actually won Name That Tune instead of Roy, purely for the fact that Roy's not listening. Well, he's listening, but he's not there. He's busy driving, which he should be. Well done, Flash. You have literally won nothing. It was Jason. Sorry, it was Jason Derulo, and I want you to want me. I didn't say what the answer was.
Got the sheets on the floor, nothing on me. And I can't take it no more, it's 100 degrees. I got 1 foot out the door, where are my keys? 'Cause I gotta leave, yeah, in the back of the cab. I took the drive ahead of time, get me the fast. I got your body on my mind, I want it bad. Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Just to get up next to you. You open the door, wearing nothing but a smile, fell to the floor. And you whisper in my ear, baby, I'm yours. Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Yeah, just to get up next to you. Just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Girl, you're the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Girl, you're the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. I would do anything just to get up next to you. Anything and everything just to get up next to you. Just to get up next to you.
Get up. There you go. That is Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo. And want you to want me on Region. Flash says Greg James has 4.4 million and Scott Mills has 6.4 million. There you go. So that's official. Scott Mills is better than Radio 1. No, Greg James on Radio 1. Anyway, That's my washing machine. You can hear in the background swirling round. I found, Roy sent me this AI song last year. Well, I found it. It's the DJ from Norwich. Let's have a little listen to Roy's AI song. I ain't played this in ages.
On the air he whispers smooth, Ross from Norwich hides the truth. In the shadows near the mic, wants to be with Rodon tonight. Static fills the silent air, Chris without a care, reaching out to touch the sound, bound to secrets love profound. Ross Patzelt, you can't hide, feelings turning like a tide. DJ from Norwich, you can't deny, Rodon's voice makes you high. Plays the hits on Rich on Air as he sits in his old worn chair. Heart beats fast in the dead of night, wants Chris word up in plain sight. Radio love so undercover, hides the fear but can't smother. Waves of lust that crash the shore, listen close, he wants more. Ross Patzelt, you can't hide, feelings turning like a tide. DJ from Norwich, you can't deny, Rodon's voice makes you high. That's disgusting. Plays the hits on Reach on Air as he sits in his old worn chair. Heart beats fast in the dead of night, wants Chris Rodon in plain sight. Radio love so undercover, hides the fear but can't smother. Waves of lust that crash the shore, listen close, he wants more. Ross Patzelt, you can't hide, feelings turning like the tide. DJ from Norwich, you can't deny, Rodon's voice makes you high.
There you go, there's Roy AI song, the DJ from Norwich. There's JLS, One Direction singing JLS. Emily loves that. Emily loves that. Oh, it's still going. You get the idea. Right, this is for Flash. I think you'll like this. Hold on.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mama, see now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
Oh, we've got to have it again.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mama, see now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
Don't you be throwing your popcorn in the air in my conservatory. Flash says, can you let your millions of listeners... Sorry? Can you let your 10 millions of listeners know that I am back on air tonight at 8 p.m, straight after Dan, Music Man, Glyn? No, I'm definitely not going to tell them that. Why would I tell them that? Why would I tell them... Oh, I've just done it.
It's time now for Ross's Chilled Tune.
Right, I've just checked. I haven't played this song. I have a log of all the songs I've played. I've only played Harry Styles once in 5 months, which was the song Golden. I can't believe I haven't played As It Was. I only played the song once now in a year. And I haven't played this for ages. It is a brilliant song, but don't tell anyone because, I'm meant to be hard. But I do secretly love this. If I sing in the background, I do apologise. This is the brilliant Mr. Harold Styles.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. I hope you're wearing your best clothes.
I'll be back Monday.
You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from your bullets? The bullets. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. They told me that the end is near. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying, have the time of your life. Breaking through the atmosphere, and things are pretty good from here. Remember, everything will be alright. We could meet again somewhere, somewhere far away from here. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Stop your crying, baby, it'll be alright. They told me that the end is near. We gotta get away from here. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We don't talk enough. We should open up before it's all too much. Will we ever? We've been here before. It's just what we know. Stop your crying, baby, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away. We got to 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 get away. We got to, 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 we got to.
That's disgusting.